What's up, guys? This is your friendly neighborhood extreme Spidey guy here, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review, part of Nightmare Month, on Friday the 13th, directed by Sean S. Cunningham. So, how was this movie made? Well, prompted by the success of John Carpenter's Halloween from 1978, director Cunningham put out an advertisement to sell the film in Variety in early 1979. While Miller was still drafting the screenplay, after casting the film in New York City, filming took place in New Jersey in the summer of 1979 on an estimated budget of $55,000. A bidding war was ensued over the finished film, ending with Paramount Pictures acquiring the film or domestic distribution, while Warner Bros. Secured the international distribution rights. Friday the 13th was released on May 9th, 1980, and it was a major box office success, grossing $59.8 million worldwide. Critical response was divided, with some praising the film's cinematography and score, while numerous others derided it for its deception of graphic violence. Aside from being the first independent film of its kind to secure the distribution in the US, its box office success led to a long series of sequels, a crossover with the Nightmare on Elm Street film series, and a 2009 reboot. A sequel, Friday the 13th Part 2, was released 1 year later. So, what's the story for this movie? Well, Crystal Lake's history of murder doesn't deter counselors from setting up a summer camp in the Woodsea area. Superstitious locals warn against it, but the fresh-faced young people, Jack, played by Kevin Bacon, Alice, played by Adrienne King, Bill, played by Harry Crosby, Marcy, played by Ginny Taylor, and Ned, played by Mark Nelson, pay little heed to the old-timers. Then they find themselves stalked by a brutal killer, as they're slashed, shot, and stabbed. The counselors struggle to stay alive against a merciless opponent. So, what are my thoughts on this movie? Sorry about that. But anyways, what are my thoughts on this movie? This movie would have to be one of the best horror movies I have ever seen in my life. Betsy Palmer definitely did an amazing job playing Pamela Voorhees, and Pamela is a very intimidating and threatening main antagonist who whose son was drowned, and then and then and then because like the counselors didn't know what he was doing, and 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 hold on, just give me a second. And then she like almost grabbed his son Jason, almost grabbed like Alice, and then and then and and he and then from the water, and then Alice gets sent to the hospital, and they found out that, and then she finds out that all the counselors that were setting up the camp have been killed, but Jason was alive in that lake. And the ending is very amazing as well. And Andrean King does an awesome job playing Alice. Kevin Bacon does an awesome job playing Jack Burrell. Robbie Morgan definitely does an awesome job playing Annie. Laurie Barton definitely does an awesome job playing Brenda. Harry Crosby definitely does an awesome job playing Bill. Gene Taylor definitely does an awesome job playing Marcy Cumming. Walt Gorney definitely does an awesome job playing Crazy Ralph. Ari Lenham definitely does an awesome job playing the younger Jason Voorhees. Mark Nelson definitely does an awesome job playing Ned Rubenstein. Peter Brower definitely does an awesome job playing Steve Christie. Ron Milkey definitely does an awesome job playing Officer Dorf. Rex Everhart definitely does an awesome job playing Enos. Ron Carroll definitely does an awesome job playing Sergeant Turney. Willie Adams definitely does an awesome job playing Betty. Deborah S. Hayes definitely does an awesome job playing Claudette. Dorothy Cobbs definitely does an awesome job playing Trudy. Sally Ann Golden definitely does an awesome job playing Sandy. And Sean S. Cunningham's direction in this movie is definitely flawless. The music by Harry Manfredini. No. Let me check. Oh yeah, Harry Manfredini. Yeah, Harry Manfredini definitely does an awesome job composing the music, and I know there's some scenes where and I know the opening scene definitely starts off with the counselors having some s'mores and stuff, and then there's a killing, and one of the counselors is killed, and then how they and it's just the Halloween movie from 1978, if you think about it. Um, 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 and I know there's a scene where where like um where a restaurant, a cook named Dan Phillips is driven halfway to a reopened Camp Crystal Lake by the truck driver in Enos. Enos warns, and then Enos warns her about the camp's troubled past, beginning when a young boy is drowned. That's Jason in Crystal Lake in 1957. After being dropped off at the highway halfway point, Annie hitches another ride from an unseen person who eventually slashes her throat. And that has got to be Pamela, though. And then Pamela reveals that his son Jason was drowned, and she blames the death on the neglect by the counselors. Because they weren't even helping him, revealing herself as the killer. She attempts to kill Alice at the store. They struggle until and excuse me if I burp though. They struggled until Alice is able to dissipate her. Exhausted, Alice falls asleep inside a canoe, then floats out on the lake. When she awakens, Jason's decomposing corpse drags her on into the lake. at which point she awakens in a hospital surrounded by a police sergeant and medical staff. The sergeant says there was no sign of the boy. The sergeant says that there was no sign of a boy at the lake, to which Alice says, then he's still alive. Now, are there any bad qualities I have with this movie? Absolutely not, and here's how I'm going to rate it. I am going to give Friday the 13th a full solid 10 out of 10. So tell me your thoughts on Friday the 13th. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's underrated or overrated? Just let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you all later.